Hi guys, I'm Osama, a software engineer from Pakistan, currently based in Berlin, Germany. This is my YouTube channel and it's my first video, so it makes sense for me to introduce myself and give a little bit more context about what this channel is about. I started my bachelor's 5 years ago from a reputable university in Pakistan. Coincidentally, 1 year in my bachelor's degree, we came across COVID, and it was a perfect opportunity for me to learn a lot of other skills that are part of the software engineering domain. Specifically, I explored machine learning at the time, and I explored different tools such as scikit-learn, RNNs, CNNs, TensorFlow, OpenCV, NumPy, Pandas, by doing a lot of courses on Udemy and a lot of courses on Coursera. In fact, I took Andrew Ng's deep learning specialization that was available on Coursera. Once I had some amount of grip on the concepts of machine learning, I decided that it was perfect time for me to do some practical work. I decided to create a freelancer account on Upwork and start getting some clients. My first gig was a $15 job in which I had to label images for image segmentation. It wasn't that great. It was boring, but I needed something to get started. Eventually, I did do a lot more complex projects using OpenCV and TensorFlow. I realized that the machine learning at that time was very mathy, and I had to do a lot of data analysis, etc. And it wasn't something I really enjoyed because I wasn't in direct interaction with the user. This is totally different right now with generative AI, in which you can create awesome applications without really needing to understand a lot of the underlying math and terminology of machine learning. Anyways, I decided to pivot into something that was more consumer facing, and I decided to land on web development. After consulting a friend of mine who was already doing a lot good in web development, he gave me a roadmap to follow that was a modern roadmap of tools and technologies that would help me get started with web development. I started with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Express.js, TypeScript, React, Next.js, and GraphQL. After learning all of these technologies from different platforms like Udemy and Front-End Masters, I realized that now it's the time for me to again start freelancing and learn by doing. I started freelancing for clients and it was awesome. I really enjoyed every part of the web development journey I was making, and I was making a lot of progress, learning a lot of new things. And eventually, I was approached by a co-founder in a VC-backed startup based out of the US. A lot of discussions and technical interview with the co-founder. He eventually gave me an offer and I accepted that offer. It was my first time working in a startup and I was really excited. It turned out to be one of the best things I did in my professional career. I love working with startups. You get to work on really exciting things and you learn a lot in different aspects of the company. Since you are an early employee, you have to work in different areas, deal with different people, even talk to customers. In contrast, working at a larger company is very different because you have a specific role working on a specific tool within a large company. I worked for 1 year for this startup during my bachelor's, and then when I got graduated, I thought that this is now the perfect time for me to do something new. I had done a lot of freelancing. I had done 1800 plus hours of freelancing on Upwork with 20 plus projects, and I thought now I wanted to challenge myself in some other domain. And that's when I decided that I maybe want to move to another country. So I started applying for different jobs. During the application process, I learned a lot about interviews and how to ace them and how to write proposals to even get an interview in the first place. After doing about 100 plus job applications in which I was shortlisted for about 5 to 10 companies, I realized that it is tough and you really have to make the best of it when you get shortlisted. I practice a lot in interview preparation, even on technical side, as well as the psychological, cultural fit side of things. And eventually, after a 5 to 6 round interview with the company I'm currently working at, I managed to secure a job that gave me the visa sponsorship that I targeted for. And now I'm here in Germany. It's been 9 to 10 months since I'm in Germany, and I can say that I have settled to some extent. Since I've settled, I thought, why not start a YouTube channel so I can share about software engineering topics, tools, and even how to clear a job interview, for example. And that is exactly why I created this YouTube channel. I wanted to share my knowledge with you guys about software engineering tools and technologies, as well as programming tutorials, along with a lot of tips on how to write job cover letters and try to get the job that you really wanted to get. So if you're interested in these topics, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe down below. One takeaway I would give after this video is always challenge yourself outside of the comfort zone. You can see it in my journey. For me, the most uncomfortable thing was learning a new skill. I had no idea how to get started, what courses to take, how to approach learning, how to not get absorbed by tutorial hell. And I managed to learn a lot about machine learning and then also about web development. And the next thing I pushed myself to do was to create a freelancer account and do some freelancing. I didn't know I'm gonna complete like 1800 hours of work with clients and get the top rated badge, but I did it. And it was because I pushed myself to do it. And then after graduating, I realized that I wanted to explore different countries and maybe move to Europe or US. Then I applied for 100 plus jobs, learned how to apply at jobs and get shortlisted, and then I learned how to clear technical interviews. And now I'm here in Germany. And now I think it's a perfect time for me to push myself and share all the knowledge that I gained with you guys and talk about software engineering tools. And this is also me pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone again. So yeah, get yourself out of the comfort zone. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.